My pleasure to welcome back to the program the head tennis coach at the University of Wyoming. Dean Clower joins me this morning. Good morning. How are you on a Tuesday?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. Thank you so much for the time. And first of all, I want to say congratulations, 100 career wins as the head coach at the University of Wyoming, reaching a little bit of a milestone there. What does that mean to you, Dean?
That means I'm old. That means I've been coaching a long time. No, it's great. It's the memories. It's the people who started this program with me. It's just a good feeling. It's good to know, and it just reminds me of all the relationships I've had over the years.
Well, obviously, it takes a little bit to build that up, but that means you've also had quite a bit of success in your tenure as the head coach here. What do you attribute that success to, Dean?
It's the people around the program. It's the girls we've had over the past 10 years or 8 years. It's the staff we've had, from the clear managers all the way up through the assistant coaches. You know, Matt Chicanever, now head coaches, now at NAU. They helped me build it to start, and yeah, it's just everybody else around that's been so supportive.
I'm curious, in your time here, how have you seen things kind of change, for good or bad, I guess, in terms of just the way you've seen this program kind of evolve through your tenure as the head coach at UW?
I'd say the difference is now, now we're nationally recognized. Now people know that Wyoming is a tennis state now. So I think that's the biggest change is, we don't surprise people anymore. Now people are ready for us.
I gotcha.
That's about it.
All right. We're talking with Dean Clower. Just got his 100th career win, a big milestone on Sunday. Your girls seem like they're playing pretty good tennis right now. I think I know you swept all 4 matches this past weekend, so I think you're on a 5-match win streak. What have you kind of seen as this spring semester has gone along here in the last couple of months?
The development, just the underclassmen, their development it's so fast, and that's due to their character, their work ethic. I think that's what it is. They have great leaders in Tessa and Elisa. But the underclassmen are just developed tenfold, and Tessa and Elisa are playing the best tennis of their careers, as they should be. They're seniors.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking again with Dean Clower, Cowgirl Tennis, coming off a big weekend at home. I know that you love the support you get from the community. There's a great tennis community here in and around Laramie. But I got to ask you what the atmosphere was like when you did the outreach match Friday in Casper. From the story I saw, it sounded like it was pretty raucous and enthusiastic. What was the reception like up there in Casper last Friday?
It was awesome. The crowd was there, and they were so rowdy, a typical Wyoming style. It was actually so supportive that during the doubles, our girls were nervous, and I was like, ladies, these people want you to win. It's not like they're the enemy. So once the girls loosened up, we're fine, but the people were awesome.
Well, and I know you love the support you get at home, because I know you guys are one of the top in the country when it comes to home attendance, year in and year out here recently.
Yeah, like I said, Wyoming's the best place in the world. The support from all over the state, Laramie in particular, it's a home court advantage. I couldn't tell you what it is now. I think it's like 42, 43, and 5 in 8 years.
Wow.
At home. That's because of the fans. That's because of the people here in the state.
Absolutely. Again, talking with Dean Clower, celebrating his 100th career victory, but also just getting an update on Cowgirl Tennis, because you guys have been back at it since, mid-January. I was a little surprised when your schedule came out last summer and saw that you guys were going to be starting back up in mid-January before school even got back in session, but obviously taking advantage of that. You're on a little bit of a nice roll here. You've got, one non-conference match left coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend on the 16th, right there, the Saturday to start spring break against Montana. Before you get into the heart of it with conference matches, what does the Mountain West look like this year, Dean?
It's deep. It's, anybody could win it this year. Somebody asked me the other day, and I said, well, how are you going to do it? And I said, we could be undefeated, or we could lose every match. That's how tight it is.
Oh, wow. You get a chance to get 3 matches at home, 2 on the road in conference play. This will be from kind of the end of March through mid-April. I know I've probably asked you this before in the past, Dean. Is it an advantage or disadvantage that you don't see everybody in the conference before you get to the conference championships at the end of April?
I'm always going to look at a situation and say it's an advantage. I love playing the West Side because they have no idea about our team. And so we go there blind, but they're blind also. I know if we play our style, we're going to beat them. And so I consider it an advantage.
Okay. Let's talk about your team. You mentioned just the improvement for some of the individuals, and just when you look at your roster and how you've kind of pieced things together. You talked about your seniors really starting to come on here with Elisa and Tessa. Obviously they've grown through their careers, but what have you seen from your roster as a whole here right now in terms of, is it pretty difficult in determining who you send out, or do you got a pretty good feel now that you're kind of in the heart of your season?
I got a pretty good idea of who we're going to play and what spots. So the beauty of our team is we can win at any line. We don't have any holes.
Nice. Talk about the development, though, that you've seen with some of these players. As I mentioned, you alluded to it with Elisa and Tessa being seniors. What have they done to really elevate their game here, and how have you seen them grow from when they first got here, 4 or 5 years ago to now?
Their development, first off, is just people. Last year when I talked to them about being captains, this year I talked about culture. Like, we have to have the culture, and all the new girls coming in. And it starts with Tess and Lisa. They had to set the standard from the work ethic to caring about other people on the team, and they've done that tenfold. We're developing, the girls are because of work ethic, but that's because of Tess and Lisa.
Obviously, you had a big flip over. You've had some freshmen that have kind of come in and made a name for themselves right away, it looks like, in the lineup this year.
Yeah, all of our freshmen. Maria's playing 3. And I feel like every match we're getting better.
Nice.
We got AR. She's a transfer. She's one of the toughest cookies we've had here. Every match she plays is going to be 3 hours. It's going to be a grind, and she always finds ways to win. At 5 we got Ana Fernandez. She's good off both sides of the ball. She's tough. She can rip. And now she's learning her style. It makes her win. And then Mishi at 6, that's Captainova. That girl's as tough as they come as well. She reminds me of a girl that we used to have a long time ago, Sylvia Jelaskila, Bulgarian. And the same thing, she's a tough out, big backhand. She developed to be able to come in the net, finish points forward. So we're tough top to bottom.
I'm glad you're saying these names and not me all the time.
That's okay. I've been around the business a long time. And I can butcher it and nobody knows, so it's great.
Talking with head coach Dean Clower of the University of Wyoming tennis program here on a Tuesday edition. And again, the Cowgirls will not be back in action. They just had a big weekend. They were in Casper Friday, home matches Saturday and 2 on Sunday. And now they've got 1 non-conference match left on March 16th. If you want to check it out at the UW Indoor Tennis Complex before they hit conference play starting towards the end of March and going through mid-April. So what are the next? What's the next little section here look like? Obviously, I know you're gearing up for conference. What are you working on right now in terms of with the girls in their games, whether it's individually or in doubles? What are you working on now to get yourself ready for conference here in a couple weeks, Dean?
No, well, first we gotta get healthy.
Okay.
Tess went 3-1 this weekend, and she had the flu all weekend.
Oh boy.
So she's got to get healthy. And Elisa the same. She's banged up, so she needs a couple of days off, maybe more than that. I don't know. And in doubles, we play the right way. Mm-hmm. We just have to kind of believe in what we're doing and then clean up a few little small details. But doubles, I think in particular, we got to clean up some areas.
Absolutely. Dean, thank you so much for the time this morning. Congratulations on career win number 100, and now we're off and chasing 200, buddy.
David, thanks for the support over the years, man, and thanks to the fans for all the support. It's the greatest place in the world, and I say that not lightly.
Dean Clower, thank you so much again. Take care, bud.
See you, man.